Hi guys, my name is Lelasophia. I am an artist and fine jewelry designer. If you like contemporary fine jewelry, if you like luxury handbags, all things New York City and art, then I have some fun videos for you. You guys, today we have another installation of For Your Consideration. This is a new series of mine I've been doing for a little while. Essentially think of it as a mashup between things I find chic, maybe cute little unboxings, a fun little frivolous items that I've absolutely been loving and just have to share with you guys, mixed in with just some random concepts, fun facts, and some fun items that I find and I'm obsessed with and need to share with you guys. But first and foremost, if you guys are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you in all of my future videos. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at lelasophia jewelry. I put up videos 3 days a week, and so I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Okay, we're gonna start off strong with a little tiny unveiling. I have 2 in today's video, so, you know, she was a little naughty this week. One I was not expecting, but this is a category that I've been loving. If you guys just saw my What's in My Bag video, showing my new favorite vintage Chanel lizard camera bag that I'm just absolutely loving, you will have already seen this. However, as a general category, one thing that I find so chic, I've been loving doing is carrying a travel perfume, your favorite perfume in your purse. This is absolutely nothing new. However, some of our favorite brands have been coming out with just like the coolest little travel perfume slash even maybe travel perfume cases recently. The first and foremost, this is one that I need so badly. I have like, oh my God, that would be fun. I just realized that. I should do like a mini, like not mini wish list as in like not that many items, but like mini meaning under $300 wish list for myself for the next couple months, because that like randomly has accumulated many items. And I think my number 1 or number 2 is the Dries Van Noten travel cases, which I knew they were gonna come out with. It just looks even cooler than I could have ever imagined. There are 2 different styles right now, and I think so far you can just pick 3 insert fragrances. And so if somebody like me, I honestly might even do 2 of my favorite chamomile satin and then 1 wild card, like the Havana Gold. It's a really good way to purchase something that you really love but don't want to be your everyday fragrance. And essentially popping that sucker in your bag, how absolutely stinking gorgeous it is, and just like casually pulling that out at dinner, like fabulous. I swear to you, I've been so happy with my everyday fragrances that I truly was not planning on purchasing this, but I told this whole story in my video already, but I shall quickly repeat myself. Essentially, TikTok is the best and worst thing of all time, because she went down a rabbit hole slash like randomly saw somebody talking about a Le Labo fragrance that I had never heard of, that I didn't think was a city exclusive, and I was like, hello, went into store, kept joking that like all of a sudden I unlocked the secret menu at Le Labo. They have Labdanum, which has been out before on the floor, but Iris, can't remember what the number is, the number of notes is. Iris was the one that I went in for. And then of course, the amazing, incredible person that was helping me was like, do you like oud? I was like, do I like oud? Yes, absolutely. Busted out Oud 27, which I did not know existed. I immediately smelled it. He warned me, he was very kind, because I was like, I'm Moroccan. It's in my blood to like oud. I'm an oud connoisseur. I'm an oud collector. One day I can't wait to be the level of pretentiousness to be buying like $1,000 bottles of oud. That would be great, but for now, he was saying this is definitely a very Western take on an oud, and actually I love it. It's a beautiful addition to a collection of oud because it's a little bit more palatable. Honestly, I love oud, and I understand that it is not everybody's favorite, and so this has been my go-to, literally just popping in my purse every single day. Splurge of all splurges would be getting the Bottega Veneta travel perfume case. And I also think something like that you can refill then afterwards. If I heard mutterings of that, if anybody owns it, let me know if that's true. But I think the Bottega one specifically, I wonder if you could try to finagle that with basically like any travel case. But I think you can essentially refill it with like a personal fragrance of yours or a fragrance from a different brand when it's done. Like, hello, you have the lifer of all perfume travel cases. Yeah, that one's like high on my splurge list one day. Okay, dying to talk about this because I finally got a chance to go see it in person and I could not do this video without doing so. It has been a while, okay? I've talked a lot about this, and now we're so excited for spring, but that's still like a solid 6 months away until we'll be seeing the new offerings from the newly appointed creative directorships. So it will still be a while, and I can't lie to you. Actually, I'm glad that I did that video very recently. Yes, I have found a couple. I'm very grateful. I've definitely been seeing better, dare I say, bags that I just am more drawn to currently available in store. That's been lovely. And literally right after I did that video talking about my current favorite bag styles, one of my favorite TikTok creators, I was like, oh, do tell, what is this cutie little clutch? She posted this new Totem embossed crocodile elongated clutch, and as I'm saying it, I'm like, maybe that's on my second tier wish list, like 1,000 and under, because my God, she's gorgeous. The sesame color, I will possibly be needing. I can't lie to you. You guys know I always love to be honest, okay? We know honesty is the best policy in my little world over here that we exist in, and I just have never liked a Totem bag. I'm just gonna be super honest. I know everybody probably that I'm talking to has one. I love them on other people. It just has never resonated with me. This, however, genius, gorgeous. It feels new while still feeling like, okay, duh, yeah. Everybody and their mother literally purchased a cutie little elongated clutch last year. The craze of the Andiamo clutch, you know, we could name them forever. The East-West clutch moment was the it bag of last year. And, you know, I have to be honest with you, this is my favorite take on one because it's an obvious nod to that trend. However, it's sleek, it's chic, it's so well priced. Yes, do I love a good exotic? I can't lie to you, absolutely. Would I do an embossed bag? I'm not really sure. I might have an exotic right in front of me that I will show you guys in 1 second. However, especially for just like such a good, it doesn't have to be too dressy, but you can still wear it during the day. She's a little bit more flexible, shall we say, embossed moment. This bag is like by far my favorite that I've ever seen from Totem, like full stop, but also like low-key my favorite bag I've seen in a long time from any designer. But before, let's tease my little unboxing for a second, okay? Before we get to that, one thing that I'm dying over, low-key, okay? I literally just looked at these again for like the 1,000th time and was like, oh wait, no. They just keep getting better every time. There has never been a shoe, this is a crazy statement because yes, the eelskin loafers from the row, would I love? Absolutely. Do loafers look very good on me? Absolutely not. Do I need them? Probably not. Will I maybe one day still get them? That was a crazy trajectory of thought. Maybe one day, I don't know. But other than those, I'd say there genuinely has never been a pair of shoes from the row that I've been like, oh my God, these are my perfect shoes that I've been looking for my entire life, possibly until these, okay? The velvet ballet flats, specifically in this like mossy, aged, dusty green. Oh my God, I think I need them. Like no joke, they're so beautiful. I love a little pop of a dusty color on a shoe, especially one that is that cute, that tiny. I think that the row does ballet flats. This is a crazy statement. I think that they do ballet flats better than anybody. Okay, there's something so timeless. I also did a deep dive recently on Amy Winehouse legitimately wearing ballet flats. My mom studied modern dance and danced professionally up until having me. I'm sorry that I changed the trajectory of your life, but literally like the idea of buying legitimate dancer-esque level ballet flats and wearing them, I think this is about like the coolest modern day version that Amy Winehouse would have probably loved that is still actually wearable. Something about it is really, really, really piquing my interest. So if you want a little bit of a look into how Sophia's brain works, okay, when I first saw that Totem new clutch, okay, true story. When I first saw that Totem clutch, I was like, darn, I already am trying to save for a bag, more on that later, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I thought to myself, Sophia, do what you do best, okay? When the Cecily came out, what did I do? I bought this vintage Prada little adorable tote. When the Victoria Beckham and the Hermes little slim trunk bags showed on the runways, what did I do? I found a vintage Fendi one, okay? what was I doing, right? For the 24 hours that it took me to think of this idea, I then started looking for an actual exotic alligator clutch, okay? And find one I did. Because she, you know, I used my obsessiveness to my advantage, I'd like to say. Okay? I found this Gucci vintage alligator clutch. It was sold to me as authentic alligator, and I do believe it is. It's just like heavily painted. I know it was repaired at one point. It could have been repainted. If anybody is an expert on exotics, I would genuinely love to know, but it feels quite good to me. With exotics, you have to be careful because obviously vestiaire is tricky because you can only get them shipped within your country. And this, I'm very proud to say that I found somehow. Can we talk about the lapis detail? Okay, lapis is one of my favorite stones. Fun fact, I had a Jackie Aish lapis necklace for like 10 years that I wore every single day. And so this is my replacement. When I started my own jewelry line and sold that necklace, this is now my new little lapis piece. This entire category is essentially to say, not just to show my new little bag that I will be completely wearing every single event that I have to go to, which, you know, are few and far between, but God willing, there will be more. Something about not having, I mean, I know the bag and slash the bags that I'm about to talk to, something about having not the cool new clutch, especially when it comes to an evening bag, something about actually doing the work and hunting for a vintage one, I will forever and always find to be insanely chic. Hello, this was one of the most insane deals I've ever finagled somehow, which I am seeing like a little bit of peeling from one of the scales, so I think that means she's real. But also, nobody in the entire world will have this bag, most likely. Going on to Etsy, going on to Vestiaire, going on to The Real Real, going on to eBay, going to any vintage shop and finding the most insane vintage unknown evening bag that literally nobody else will have. All of our favorite creators have been doing that, and you know, I'm just trying to like, you know, get to somewhat of a fraction of their level of coolness one day. And so this is my bid. This is my bid for that, guys. Doing the work yourself, finding the most insane random piece, especially when it comes to an evening bag, that I think is just beyond. Similarly, jewelry is a whole different kind of like topic in and of itself. I could talk about that for literally 8 hours, so I will not do that with you guys right now, one day totally. But finding one random piece of obscure vintage jewelry to kind of be your signature little party trick that you pull out on special occasions, I find to die for. And my newest obsession is finding out that Elsa Peretti at one point in time made a card holder. Oh my God, like I'm dying. I have been following this amazing creator, Taylor, like obsessed with her. I don't know, every single thing that she's ever posted. I'm like, okay, mood board, immediate ad. And she is so obsessed with Elsa Peretti. So long story long, as I always say, I've been now getting more into, obviously I've like done the whole deep dives again on Elsa Peretti forever and always, but sometimes then you just like go away from a world for a bit. I've been revisiting her. This, I think I need to find a vintage one of as a necklace. Oh my God, are we dying? Should I make like my own version of that for lelasophia jewelry? Maybe one day, but having the original thing, having the vintage, very hard to find, random obscure piece of jewelry. Oh my, you're the coolest person in the room. And for a contemporary one, okay? Because I get that it is my hyperfixation to hunt and find for vintage. I get that. Somebody recently to me was like, you know, you love luxury, but you might love vintage more. And I was like, is that true? Maybe that's true. And looked around my house and I was like, you're right. My favorite items and my favorite bags are the vintage ones. However, we still love a contemporary designer, especially from our favorites, a la Phoebe Philo, okay? Similarly to Totem, I have truly, when I say lovingly, loved the Phoebe Philo bags from afar, lovingly. There's something about them that I just know so far has not been able to work in my closet, in my bag collection, until now. This is not to say that this video needs to be everything catered to me, however, it's my channel, so I'm gonna talk about it if it's something that really truly resonates with me. Until this new little mini, I think it's called the bean bag, she did it, okay? Because I think that it's an important thing in every single designer's collection, high or low, to have a bag that is truly entry level. And especially right now, $1,000 or around that mark seems to be that. I've always loved the Row for having many styles around that mark, and I love that they are continuing to do that, God willing, forever, hopefully. And I think for me, that's what was missing from Phoebe Philo's collection, is wanting something truly to be like, wait, okay, maybe these bags don't work for me, but how do I know if they don't work for me if I don't purchase one? This is the perfect addition to the line, I feel, because I would purchase this and I would be like, let me just try it out, because I'm sure it wears perfectly. I'm sure it's absolutely stunning. I'm sure once I put one of them on, like actually styled it in an outfit, I would love Phoebe Philo bags. However, this is an approachable way to try and see if you want to go for one of the bigger ticket items. This, I think, is quite literally genius. Two more, so I'll go quickly, okay? This next one is to prove, I swear, is to prove that these are not just all for me, okay? I love following this one creator on TikTok. Please, if anybody, I just need to find your actual name, or maybe that's a privacy thing, which I totally respect, but I just want to be respectful. So please tell me if I'm missing your name somewhere. I love following you on TikTok, okay? Iconic. You have just like, I just love everything that you say and everything that you wear. And you busted out the most insane Jacques Marie Mage sunglasses that I am the furthest person that should ever be wearing these, but they look so insanely incredible on this amazing creator. I immediately sent them to my brother. They would look so good on him. I know like 18 people that these would look so good on the Ringo sunglasses. Oh my God. Jacques Marie Mage, similarly, I just haven't found a pair that I'm like, oh my God, this is the pair of sunglasses that I've needed my entire life. This might be the pair of sunglasses that you have needed your entire life. They are so good. I've really liked a lot of the wire styles from them, but these I think by far are the best. And lastly, because Loewe has just teased the bejesus out of me, okay? As if I didn't love the like new, slightly upgraded line of fragrances enough that came out last year. Doré, however, I think it's Doré because there's an accent on my E. I don't know, French classes. It's been like 15, 20 years since I've taken one of those. Still love that one. And then Loewe just said, we've been watching your channel, okay? And I know that your 3 favorite notes and fragrances are vanilla, oud, and iris. Why did they come out with my 3 favorite fragrances with the most like concentrated, most expensive fragrance little launch? Oh, Loewe, what is going on? If this was like a last hurrah, Jonathan Anderson or the team, or if this is like the first installment of the newest designers, like I love you already. Just tell me why. They're my 3 favorite notes of all time. Yeah. We're gonna be going to Bergdorf soon as those are available in store, and go smell those. And I already am obsessed with the notes online, and so I figured you guys might be too. Okay, you guys, this is my newest installment for your consideration. Please tell me what you've been absolutely obsessing over these days. Please tell me what is up on your open tabs, okay? I'm kind of dying to know. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you in my next one. Bye, guys.